Kanye and Drake are way too similar. They're both very sensitive. So Drake may spit some like, I'm the #1 rapper today. Kanye might be like, yo, that's hard. Who cares if you #1 because you don't make no money? You know, be like, oh snap, that's hard, Kanye. I got a bigger pool than Kanye. He actually said this in a song. Kanye might be like, and then Kanye might dig up his pool, make it a few inches bigger than Drake's, and say my pool's bigger than Drake's. Haha. This actually happened as well. Now, where did Sean fit in on this? Remember?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you didn't already know, act like you know, because this is Zada. So let's hop right into this video. So today we are reacting to another Xevi video, and this one is called Hip Hop's Most Tragic Beef, Kanye versus Big Sean. So before we hop in, you already know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And without further ado, let's just hop right into the video.
What I've always found most interesting about celebrity dramas and like rap beefs and all that is that if you look a little bit closer, they're just the same problems that people be having every day with their friends or coworkers or whatever.
Reoccurring.
Take Kanye West, for example. Kanye as well as Drake probably have the most rap beefs out of any rapper. And if you look a little closer, it's mostly because Kanye or Drake feels insulted by someone they thought was close. Now, there's one particular secret beef that highlights all of this perfectly, and it's Kanye's beef with Big Sean. For those of you that don't know, Big Sean is a rapper who was signed to Kanye's Good Music. He's not signed to Good Music anymore, but he was for a really long time. Now, Big Sean had a problem. He wasn't aware that Kanye be tripping a little bit sometimes. Because back in the day, everything we know about Kanye, people didn't know all that. They just thought, oh, Kanye just be rapping. But the people who worked closely with him understood that Kanye just be wilding sometimes. And it was no different for Big Sean. So Big Sean is coming up around the same time as Drake is coming up, right? Kanye is one of the rappers from like a previous generation along with Lil Wayne and a bunch of other folks. That's important. So since Big Sean and Drake are like this new generation, they don't really have too much pull in the industry. When their mentors tell them to do something, they do it. So Kanye would say like, hey yo, Big Sean, come to the studio. It don't matter what Big Sean is doing, he would go to the studio. Kanye would say, help me write this verse. Big Sean will help him write the verse. It's sort of a respect thing. This guy signed you, he changed your life. Hey, I'ma do it. But remember I said Kanye be wildin'. As you could probably imagine today, if Kanye feels super inspired and just wants to make a song, he'll just wake up, call Big Sean and say, yo, Big Sean, Sean Don. Sean would be like, well, it's 3 in the morning, Kanye. Kanye would be like, it's not 3 in the morning in Turkey. Fly over here. We make a song. It kind of reminds me of that wild, erratic boss you see in movies and the person that works for them. And Big Sean technically worked for Kanye. You see, Big Sean was signed under Kanye's rap label. If you don't know much about rap labels, how it usually goes is you'll have a giant record label like Universal Music, a label under them like Def Jam. Def Jam will have another label owned by an artist like Good Music, Kanye, and that artist will sign an artist. All these people need to get paid. Right. So that artist ain't getting too much money. But back then, that wasn't too much of a problem for rappers because one, it wasn't as easy as it is now to get popular, and two, these rap labels usually had a big artist leading them, so you would get more popular. Anyway, let's get to where the problem.
And I feel like the labels and whatnot, they covered a lot more. You know what I mean? I feel like nowadays, now you have like management, you have like a separate company with management that also takes care of maybe your hotels and whatever, and that's separate from the label, and that's separate from like what's it called, like the bigger giant company that's the label is under. So it's definitely layered, and I like the way that he explained this. Xevi is such a great storyteller. Like, I be locked.
I'm sorry. So Drake and Kanye had a long time beef. Remember, Drake is from like a younger generation and Kanye is from that middle generation. And since they were both the top rappers at the time, a rivalry was naturally gonna occur. But here's the problem though. Kanye and Drake are way too similar. They're both very sensitive. So Drake may spit some like, I'm the #1 rapper today. Kanye might be like, yo, that's hard. Who cares if you #1 because you don't make no money? You know that one? Be like, oh snap, that's hard, Kanye. I got a bigger pool than Kanye. He actually said this in a song. Kanye might be like, and then Kanye might dig up his pool, make it a few inches bigger than Drake's, and say my pool's bigger than Drake's. Haha. This actually happened as well. Now, where did Big Sean fit in on this? Remember, Big Sean is signed to Kanye. But he's also pretty cool with Drake since they both came up around the same time. And since it's not all out war between Kanye and Drake, Big Sean can talk to both of them. No big deal, right? Well, Big Sean's getting ready to release his album that's about to be huge. By the way, Big Sean's numbers are always like top 3 at this point. So it's not that far behind Kanye and Drake. So Big Sean says, hey Drake, you want to hop on my album? Drake says, of course. He says, Kanye, you want to hop on my album? Kanye says, of course, I'll do 2 songs. Big Sean says, great, thanks. Goes back to Drake. Drake says, hey man, I got this really good song called Blessings. Big Sean says, yo man, let's make it together. They make it. And it's good, like really good. Now remember I told you Kanye is Big Sean's mentor. So before Big Sean releases an album, he shows it to his mentor. Hey, what do you think? Kanye's listening. He's like, okay, this is good. He hears Blessing. He goes, Big Sean goes, that one's hot, huh? Kanye goes, show is. Let me get on it. Big Sean goes, Kanye, you know I'd never say no to you, but my album's released tomorrow. Now, they weren't actually with each other at this point, but Kanye tells him, yo, then fly over to where I'm at, help me make my verse, and then we'll release it tomorrow.
Why does everybody gotta fly to you, Kanye? Damn, why can't you just fly to them, even if you were a bigger artist at the time? Dang. I don't like that.
Big Sean goes, okay, you know, I can't say no to you, Kanye, so he goes over. Big Sean helps him make his verse. That's important. And then he tells him, this really needs to be out by tomorrow. Kanye goes, oh yeah, most definitely. Now, this situation is so serious that Big Sean even calls Kanye's engineers. He can't move around the release date. He already told the world, I'm releasing my album on this day.
Yeah.
He says, engineers, make sure you guys finish Kanye's verse by tomorrow. They said, gotcha. Tomorrow comes around. Big Sean calls Drake. He tells him, Kanye is going to be on that song, by the way. Drake goes, bro, your album's going to be released tomorrow. Big Sean goes, I can't say no. Now, Drake didn't have a problem with Kanye being on the song, but Drake's problem was more like, bro, the song's done. You know what I mean? Like, the song's already like 4 minutes long. They got 3 verses back and forth on it. It just didn't really make sense artistically, but Drake was like, all right, whatever, bro. Now, at this point, Big Sean still hasn't gotten Kanye's verse. So he calls the engineer. This isn't Big Sean's job, by the way. He's just trying to look out for his boy. He calls the engineer. He says, bro, you finished my boy's verse yet? The engineer goes, what? Big Sean goes, Kanye West, I told you to finish his verse. The engineer goes, oh, yeah, Kanye ain't saying that to me. Big Sean says,
what?
Cap. He hangs up. He calls Kanye. He says, Kanye. Yeah, he goes, what's good, my boy? Big Sean goes, yo, where the verse at? Oh, yeah, I wanted to make some edits and all that. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean goes, my album actually came out right now. In fact, I'm going to go shoot the video with Drake. We already have 2 songs together on my album, so no big deal, right? Kanye goes, yeah, no big deal, man. Big Sean goes, no hard feelings.
Oh, yeah,
Kanye
he took it to heart.
In fact, I'm going to come to the video and check it out. Kanye goes over to watch Drake and Big Sean, you know, to shoot the music video. Kanye looks around and goes, you know what? Big Sean, screw you. He starts cussing out Big Sean. Talking about, bro, why you doing this song with Drake over me? You choosing sides? So Big Sean explains the situation again. Kanye like, oh yeah, no big deal. Big Sean is like, no, Kanye, I don't think you understand it. I helped you write your verse. Like the YouTuber I helped you write your verse. Why would I help you write your verse if I had an agenda against you? Kanye like, I said we good. Big Sean was like, Kanye was like, Big Sean was like, alright, then we good. They wasn't good. Kanye started telling everybody a whole different story.
I remember
Big Sean
that.
started hearing different stories from everyone else. He would go to good music. They'd be like, damn, what you did to Kanye was crazy. Big Sean, what did he tell you? He would go over to his other artist friends. They'd be like, man, that's kind of crazy that you did that, Big Sean. He would call Kanye. He would pull him aside and be like, Kanye, we just talked about this. Kanye would be like, yeah.
And then he keep going.
But the people that worked with Kanye kind of understood how he was. So this wasn't like really too bad on Big Sean. Now, fast forward a bunch of years, Big Sean's album does really well. He's making millions for himself and for a lot of other people. Remember how many labels he's basically signed to? Well, he's technically not signed to all of them, but it's kind of like how Disney owns Star Wars and Star Wars owns like Star Wars stuff. But see, like in government, the more people that have their hands on money, the more money can go missing. And this happens a lot with record labels. So Big Sean gets his top-notch manager from Rock Nation, owned by Jay-Z. The top-notch manager goes, have you done an audit yet? Now, what an audit does is it forces a company or a person to tell you where all your money is going.
Yes.
Big Sean goes, no, I haven't done that. His manager goes, yeah, you should do it. So he does an audit and finds out he's owed $6 million. Now, you may think, well, that's not too much for a rapper.
$6 million?
Rappers do not get paid like you think they get paid. Now, at this point, Kanye's got like a lot of cash. So how it looked to Big Sean was Kanye was up and he was taking money from him.
Right.
And why it looked like that especially was because the auditors tracked down where the money went missing.
Oh.
And it was under Kanye's record label, Good Music. Yeah, Universal and Def Jam were like, yeah, we pretty shiesty, but we gave you your money this time. Go talk to Kanye. Now, to be fair to Kanye, he might not have an active hand in saying, let me take Big Sean's money. It might have just happened. Nah, it might have just happened for $6 million. It's insane. Somebody was definitely taking the money, but it might not have been Kanye. It might have been someone else in Good Music. Now, what makes things even worse is his manager also tells him, you are signed to the worst deal I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Them folk was taking your money. Kanye was making more off your music than you was, bro. Now, about the deal, Big Sean wasn't tripping because, again, like he said, Kanye changed his life. As for the $6 million, at this point, he doesn't confront Kanye about it. I don't know if he confronts him about it, like, in the future. That's something you'd have to ask Big Sean. Anyway, at this point, Kanye is, wilding. He's doing the whole 2020 election thing. Now, Kanye goes on an interview. And here's where it starts to get wicked.
Oh, God, yeah.
At this point, Big Sean left the label because, he's not getting no money from them. The interview people start asking Kanye about the people he signed, and unprovoked, Kanye goes, hey, by the way, the worst thing I ever did was sign Big Sean. Now, this was such a shock. The interviewer himself was so confused, he thought he said the best thing I ever did was sign Big Sean, so he starts clapping. Kanye goes, nah, you ain't heard me? I said worst thing. The interviewer goes, oh. They said, Kanye, why? Kanye said, well, when I was running for president, they didn't support me. The interviewer said, okay. Kanye goes, yeah, Big Sean and John Legend ain't support me, I said.
What?
And he was like, oh. Now, Big Sean hears this, and as you can imagine, he's upset because of all the stuff that I told you in this video. So Kanye hits him up, actually, and tells him, yo, man, we got to forget the past, and we got to heal. Big Sean goes, is he apologizing? Kanye goes, just to be clear, you did some things wrong, I did some things wrong, but, let's heal, let's move forward. Big Sean goes, you tripping. So he does an interview with the same people Kanye did, and he basically says everything that I told you in this story. Some things are just what they are. And I've been a fan of hip-hop a long time. For those of you that have been fans of hip-hop a long time, you probably know as well. If Kanye and Drake are beefing with somebody, it's probably because Kanye or Drake got in their feelings. They beefed with each other at one point, and were both really confused as to why the other was mad at them. And the common trend with both of them is if you beef with either of them one time, then you're probably going to beef with them again. And again, and again.
That is so funny. It's like, you beef with me. You beef with me forever. Like Cardi B. You beef with me forever. That is crazy. And it's so crazy because so many people will be like, oh, these rap females are always in their feelings. They're always going at each other. But they do the same thing. So it's so funny to see the irony in all of this. But thanks to Xevi, this was very entertaining. Love his content. Again, I'll link it down below once I remember to do that. But let me know what you guys thought about this. Did you guys already know about this beef in detail? Because there's a difference in detail. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.